Not that anyone cares, but the January 6th hearings continue, where the Democrats are still obsessing about Donald Trump and concocting new conspiracy theories, hoping to prevent him from running again, potentially in 2024. So it's basically just an average night on CNN and MSNBC. But here's the news professionals last night covering the latest hearing.
Is the inebriated bull story, because later you get William Barr saying all this stuff that Giuliani started was bull, which he says repeatedly.
Over and over.
Lawrence O'Donnell swore at least one more time. I didn't save the clips because, of course, you get the point by now, and I bleeped it because I run a family-friendly show. But I did learn something, however. Rachel Maddow has come up with a totally new conspiracy theory about Trump.
Which raises this very dark prospect that the president directly and consciously set out not to try to win the election in a way he might conceivably have won the election, but rather to lose in a way that would maximize his chances of having the election results
to say it was fraudulent.
It was more important to kill American elections than it was to try to compete.
That's right.
All right.
That must have been Putin's plan all along. He wanted to lose and then was going to claim that there was fraud in order to undermine our democracy and destroy the United States once and for all. It looks like Richard Maddow has run out of things to say about Donald Trump, so she's only working part-time now, just one day a week. And did you notice Joy Reid's new cultural appropriating hairstyle? Apparently she has white envy so bad that she wishes she were blonde. Aside from being afraid that Donald Trump may run again in 2024, the Democrats are growing increasingly afraid that Joe Biden might run again, because by that point, he would lose to a ham sandwich. So there are leaks coming out of the Democrat Party that they're not going to allow him to run again, and if he thinks that he is, then their assets in the liberal media industrial complex are going to turn on him, and they're going to take him down. In fact, they're already having a hard time holding back their concerns as it is.
And that is what he's going to focus on, and that's how he's going to continue.
And there's no concern within the administration about the president's polling?
That's not what we're talking about here. We're focused, we are genuinely focused on how we can get the work done on behalf of the American people.
Does the president have the stamina, physically and mentally, do you think, to continue on even after 2024?
Don, you're asking me this question. Oh my gosh, he's the president of the United States. You know, I can't even keep up with him.
That's Jen Psaki's new replacement, another affirmative action hire, who's obviously not qualified for the job, because not only do you have to be a tremendous liar to be Joe Biden's spokesperson and tell the country with a straight face that everything is fine, but you also have to at least be somewhat familiar with the material. But she has to run to her cheat sheet every question she gets.
First, what is the latest update the White House has received on the current infant formula situation across the country?
Yeah, let me see if I have anything new for you on that. So I think it's been a couple of days since we have been asked that question. Okay. I don't have anything new.
No.
If Joe Biden dares to ever answer reporters' questions again, it sure is going to be interesting to see what he has to say when Peter Doocy asks him about the stock market, because this is him back in January.
The stock market, the last guy's measure of everything, is about 20% higher than it was when my predecessor was there. It has hit record after record after record on my watch.
Oh, it's hitting records, all right. Record drops. Yesterday, the Dow fell over 800 points, making it an official bear market. Meanwhile, gas prices are at record highs. Same with food prices, rent, mortgage rates are going up. But the top story in America is about what Donald Trump said a year and a half ago about the 2020 election. And the big revelation yesterday from the January 6th hearing is that Rudy Giuliani was allegedly drunk when he came up with his election fraud theory and presented it to Donald Trump, who believed him.
All this stuff that Giuliani started was bull, which he says repeatedly.
Over and over.
And to know that it began in inebriation, I think is really crucial, and it's crucial for people out there to understand where it began.
Even if he decides not to run again in 2024, he'll still be the top story in the liberal media. They'll complain about him even more than they will Ron DeSantis or whoever the Republican nominee is. Whatever happens, well, I guess unless the whole planet gets destroyed by a nuclear war by then, we need to go ultra MAGA.
It's bizarre because when it comes to calling out Republicans, you've got these kind of, I don't know, cutesy names being used by Democrats. You know, apparently Democratic polling groups and focus groups spent months coming up with ultra MAGA, which Joe Biden started using, but immediately the Republican Party just borrowed and started selling merch. And, you know, Donald Trump likes the idea of being ultra MAGA.
Yes, I am selling merch, and I think it's the best political slogan since Make America Great Again. In fact, it might even be better. So order your Ultra MAGA shirt from my online store at markdice.com or click the link in the description below. And like all of my designs, it's available on a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and a whole bunch of different colors as well. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check it out.
I will tell you is the president's phrase, and the president made those comments himself just last week, as you know.
The Ultra MAGA plan.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.